Because too young, because not experience, and unfortunately for them, they have been all wrong. All the ones, you know, that they have the truth and they have the answer for everything. So in English, I would say F off. And for
the boys, we get to prove ourselves. You know, everyone's been talking a lot of shit about us this season, but we've done it.
Ladies and gentlemen. Oh yeah, let's not forget this one.
Don't forget chat. Maresca out, man. There we go.
Big up every single one of you. All right. Listen. Big up Yondu. Big up everyone in chat. I'm not gonna cook you today. Normally I would, but I'm a little under the weather. And it's not because I'm hungover or anything. I think I just caught something and I just don't feel good. Sucks too because I got back-to-back shows tomorrow in Massachusetts, which is about a 5-hour drive, and then I gotta come back to Jersey the day after. And I got another show there. So it's gonna be an interesting next 48 hours. Let me tell you that, guys. But yeah, I hope. Listen, guys, we're chilling. We're big chilling. Listen, this is the last time I'm gonna do the gimmick, the whole we're world champs gimmick, because we do gotta move on and talk about other things. And also, yes, one of my metal posters is missing because the sticky thing on it fell off, and I just can't get it to stick anymore. So I gotta get new ones. Oh, how's everyone in chat doing? Hopefully you guys are doing all right. Thank you. Listen up, ladies and gents. If you don't already know what to do, here is a simple Casually FC for Dummies introduction of what you must do. You must come in, you must smash that like button, right? That's step 1. Step 2, if you aren't already subscribed, so skip this step if you're subscribed. If you're not subscribed, you are supposed to subscribe, okay? And step 3, skip this if you've already hit the bell notification. Hit the bell notification so you're notified whenever we do go live for any content whatsoever. Also, there are links in the description for you guys to, well, I mean the shades and talking about this all the time. Obviously, we got to talk football. We got to talk other things other than Club World Cup, right? But check out the links in the description for more content, bonus content. We'll call it that. You'll see I have music on my link tree as well that I make, my other channel, all that fun stuff. Maybe I'll stream on my other channel on Saturday. I'm not entirely sure what the plan is, considering I'm playing a show and all that fun stuff. And yeah, guys, check out the membership. Step 4. Definitely check out memberships. 4 different tiers starting at 99p. Bear with me. I slept like shit as well. I'm a fucking hot mess. Usually sleep helps me out big time, but I couldn't sleep. Sucks. So I'm a little under the weather at the moment, ladies and gents. So pardon me. But yeah. We're Campeones, ole, ole, ole. Campeones, ole, ole, ole. Oh man, they'll never sing that. They'll never sing that. Champions of the world, they'll never sing that. They'll never sing that. They'll never sing that. Champions of the world, they'll never sing that. Oh man, what else? We'll see things they'll never see. The list can go on and on and on and on and on. I can't use my own music. It's copyrighted. I can't. it's silly, but I can't. Yeah, and it's getting it uncopyrighted for my channel. It's a whole process. So, yeah, it also doesn't fit the vibe. So, it is what it is. But gents, folks, it's time for me to bring it home. Let's discuss. Club World Cup, and then the future of Chelsea. Got me to get up. Got the kit, you know. Got the shades because the future's bright. Got the gold in the back because ours is also made of gold. And it's much bigger. And it's low-key like a fidget spinner. So that's kind of cool. I actually want to see one of the players, like Mark Guiu. I just want to see him spin that shit. You know what I'm saying? And like fidget spinner. Big up to Yandu for the super chat. I think this is a super chat you said you were going to donate, and big up to you. Also, people, join the Discord because we got a pretty active Discord community. And yeah, go over there, chat football and stuff. Chat to me on the Discord. Do not DM me directly. I will not respond. But yeah, chat in the Discord channels and shit. You'll find me there. I'll probably chat with you. But Yandu, thank you for the $5 super chat. Big up Marshall. I still can't believe we are world champions. I apologize for doubting Maresca and calling him a bold cunt. Maresca in and up to Chelsea. Yep. Big up, bro. Big up. Listen, this is the thing. A lot of people had doubt about Maresca. And even myself, listen, I'm not going to absolve myself of any responsibility here. After that Ipswich game is when I finally felt, okay, shit. This might not look like it's gonna happen. The second Ipswich game, the whole getting top 4 thing. I never said it wouldn't, but I started to believe more that maybe we don't get top 4. But I still believe. I still cheered the team on. I still hoped. And then the run that happened, which I had said here on the Chelsea Hour, and I'm hoping when I get back from my trip this weekend, the next 48 hours, I'll be able to spend some time working on the receipt stream. We're gonna cook people properly. Yandu might be there. Yandu, you might be there. I might cook you then. But no. And listen, we did what we did. But I'm also not gonna deny, guys, that first season under Maresca, there was a lot of I had a lot of doubts because even the football at times was very, very boring. Mind you, I'm well aware we were missing key pieces. I mean, Lavia was a key piece that we were missing. We didn't have a proper striker. There's a lot of reasons why things didn't work out as smoothly as it should have that first season. Or this past season, I should say, under Maresca. However, it worked out the way it did. At the end of the day, we care about the result, not so much the football. And we got top 4, right? Didn't even get top 5. We got top 4. We go into the Club World Cup. And mind you guys, I still want another keeper. But I did criticize the directors a lot because of the lack of what seemed like pre-planning for these signings. Now, in hindsight, when I look back at it, maybe they weren't ready, or they weren't aware, or they just didn't know whether it was going to happen or not. And what I mean by that is they didn't know if there was going to be a Club World Cup window. Because if you guys remember, that was approved by FIFA a little later in the season. It wasn't necessarily like, you know, it wasn't necessarily like they knew from the get-go. It was like maybe a month or 3 weeks before the Club World Cup started where it was announced that there was going to be a window. We got that window and we got the lap through, which was great, but failed to get Gittins in time. Failed to get what's his face in time. There's another player in there, I'm thinking. Actually, maybe not. Maybe there's not another player, but Gittins, right? And other targets too, like a goalkeeper, for example, the Mignon thing. And till now, I still hold them to the flame for the Mignon thing, time will tell with that one how it ages, because if we get him on a free in January, then I take back everything I said. I'm more than willing to hold my hands up and say I was wrong about something. Maybe not all the time, but most of the time. And so I've held the directors to the flame for a bit. We go into this Club World Cup, and you heard it here. We had our predictions. Most of us predicted that we would get knocked out by PSG by quarterfinals. And things happened the way it happened. And I was there along the way. Obviously, because if I get a chance to back my club and see them live, I'm going to. And it was absolutely awesome to be able to see this team in a competitive format live. Now, I didn't go to every single game, because if you live in the States, you probably understand that travel here isn't as easily accessible as in Europe. And unfortunately, as a result, it just wasn't easy to go to Georgia. It wasn't easy to go to North Carolina. It was very expensive, and quite frankly, I'm not in a position to be splurging money like that, right? And unfortunately, I could not make the final, which I really, really wish I did. I couldn't make the final simply because I had committed to a show that was months before this was even announced. And I don't go back on my commitments. It's very unprofessional. Also, I just want to put this out there. This is a totally random thought. In case anyone was wondering, this is Balotelli, by the way. So the football that's hung on my microphone arm has a name, and it's Balotelli. So just putting that out there in case anyone was ever curious and never asked. Just random fucking thought. Anyways. So I got to see the games, and honestly, this is probably one of the best summers of my life as a result of just being able to experience Chelsea in a competitive format the way I did, the emotions that went through me, the people I met along the way, and the experiences I had with my father as well, which some of you have probably heard. A lot of people from American Waffle, a lot of people on my panel had actually met my father. So I got to enjoy time with him as well, which I needed to do. I've as I've gotten older and I've made more money, I wanted to give back to my family for all the things they've done for me growing up. So that's just the way I am. And now that I can afford to go to football matches, I wanted to take him and experience that with him, because we've grown up on football, and he's the reason I love football. All right. So I was gonna sit up, but I can't. I need to chill. That being said, watching this team play in a competitive format and not like a friendly has been such a blessing. And I am so grateful to have been able to watch this team play the way it has. And going back to what I was saying about early onset at the end of the season there, thinking, shit, dude, this football's fucking boring. I witnessed with my own eyes Maresca finally change and adapt and come up with different plans for this football team. Which, if you guys remember, that was one of my biggest critiques of Maresca throughout the season, is that, dude, you don't have a plan B. Like against Ipswich, when you noticed you went 1-0 down and they decided, we're going to park the bus and we're not going to press you because you want us to press you so that you can catch us off guard or off position. I said, listen, he doesn't have a plan B. What did Maresca do in this tournament? He managed to develop a plan B. He managed to develop a plan B, a plan C, a plan D. Guys, I saw us play 3-1, 4, or 5-1. Let me think. Wait, hold on. Math is not my strong suit. I'm sorry, guys. A 3-1, 4-1. No, 5-1. 3-1, 5-1. Right? That's 10. Yeah, 10. I've seen us play, or 3-1, 4-2. Like, I've just seen us play in a way 4-2-2-2 as well. I've seen this team be malleable and flexible enough to take on any opposition. Obviously, the Flamengo game was a bit of a hiccup along the way. We were severely outnumbered in terms of numbers in the crowd. I think we were experimenting, right? And it was one of those experiments that just didn't work out for us. Cole Palmer on the right wasn't sensational. Nicholas Jackson getting sent off the way he did was not good either. You know, a lot of things happened that just didn't work out for us. But in the long run, it did work out for us. But that being the first game I was able to watch, and being able to actually feel defeat, because I've never seen Chelsea lose, especially in a competitive format. Being able to actually like, oh shit, my team lost. It was very strange. Very strange. I didn't know what to make of it. But this is like the growing pains, right? This is like what it is to be a fan. You're there through thick and thin. Unfortunately, tickets were expensive, right? So the turnout was difficult. The timing of it, we've talked over it until I've been blue in the face about all the different reasons why the in-person crowd wasn't as successful as the streaming crowd. Mind you, this tournament was completely successful, by the way. It did triple or quadruple the numbers Champions League did. And in terms of what it did for Chelsea in the global standing, bro, it's made Chelsea one of the biggest clubs in the world. Like, I thought we were big before. We're much bigger now than we were before. Like, the global standing for Chelsea now has erupted. Pause. Between the Mac, between this, like, Chelsea is becoming such a global phenomenon now. And it's thanks to the work that Clear Lake I put in. And listen, I know we've had our ups and downs, and I know I've defended them a lot, and I've also criticized them a bit as well. One thing I'll say, and I've always said this, guys, is that it was never about the short-term success. It was about the long-term success of this, right? And I always said to you guys that if it comes to a project, we need to see how this goes over the long course. And I said I'd give it 3 seasons. Well, here I am at the end of the 3rd season, and my patience has been rewarded. Yes. Yes. And not even my patience, the patience of you guys as well, that have also understood that a project is not going to happen undernight. We're not going to have immediate success. We're not going to, this isn't like Roman where we're just going to spike up and then come crashing back down. Spike up and come crashing back down, which happened a lot on the Roman. Let's be honest, guys. Like, we weren't very sustainable. Outside of Jose, we just weren't very sustainable. And we wanted something that was going to be sustainable. And looking at the future now, this looks like something that's going to be sustainable. We have youngsters that are up and coming to take over, to hand the torch off to, when the current regime that we have, the current side that we have, decide to hang it up, right? We have a team right now that when we first recruited them, we had our doubts. We had our doubts about the amount of money we paid. We had our doubts about if these guys were going to be the players that we wanted them to be. And with patience, we've seen them get better and better. And you know what, guys? I'm gonna tell you right now. I'm gonna tell you right now. Enzo Fernandez, he's going to get better still. That's the crazy part. You thought Enzo Fernandez was good right now. Just wait. Just wait, because he's going to get better. He's only 24 years old, I believe. Let me look this up real quick. Yeah, he's 24. Moises Caicedo. Moises Kante. You thought he was good now? You thought he's world class now? My dude's 23 years old. I was about to type in Moises Kante. He's 23. You thought Cole Palmer was good now? Motherfucker's only 21. Right? I believe he's 21. I'm looking all these fucking players' ages up. Might be 22 to be honest. Why is this going to images? No, he's 23. Sorry, I lied. Cole Palmer's 23. Cole Palmer's 23. Yeah, sorry. I swear, I thought we recruited him at 18. No, I made a mistake. Sorry. So, these players, we all know, 26, 28, that's like peak. That's when you're at your best in terms of athleticism, body stature, frame, all that shit. The peak of your powers. These players have not hit their peak yet. That's why when people say, oh, we need experience, all this and that. Bro, we have the experience we need. These players, some of these players have 3 seasons under their belt already. Look at Cucurella, what he went through at Chelsea. Enzo Fernandez, what he went through at Chelsea. Moises Caicedo's been playing in the Prem for 4 seasons now. Look at Cole Palmer, what he's done in the last 2 seasons. And he's gained experience from this. You know, Levi Colwell, another player that's played quite a significant amount of games as well. We go through Reece James. Fuck, you could even throw Robert Sanchez in there. Robert Sanchez has been a Premier League goalkeeper for about 5 seasons now, I believe. Maybe even more, to be honest. It might be more, to be honest. Neto's been in the league for a while. Nani's not here anymore, but he had a good amount of experience under his belt as well. 3 seasons. So we're getting the experienced players that everyone's asking for. And listen, it was rough in the beginning. I still think that it shouldn't have been this rough. It should have been a seamless transition of like, let's slowly but surely phase out the old blood, but also bring in some new blood and check it out. But who knows? Maybe there's a reason for it, which had to do with finances and stuff, which I don't know, right? But you look at this team. And shout out to Willie Issa, by the way. Willie Issa, the mentality monster that we all laughed at, including myself. I was embarrassed about that. But ever since he's come into this team, bro, he has the tone and the energy of this team has changed. It has fucking uno reverse, bro. It has changed for the best. This guy's cooking something in that locker room. The vibes are immaculate. The players are happy. Like there's been so much camaraderie that I've seen from the footage and from the players on the pitch, how they back themselves, how they speak about themselves as well. Even Enzo Maresca to an extent. It's insane to see the culture that's been cultivated in this team. And that Carabao Cup, like I said, tasting that silverware really, really got that going. So like I was saying, I got to witness this team go through the trenches and come out the way they've come out. In person as well. I got to see in person the struggles that they had to go through against Palmeiras. The struggles that they had to go through against ES Tunis. Which, mind you, like ES Tunis had us in the ropes for the first 10 minutes and then we finally were able to control the game. But it wasn't easy. It wasn't easy. All these teams, barring maybe LA Galaxy, or not Galaxy, LAFC. Even LAFC wasn't that easy either. They had moments, but just couldn't finish their dinner. This tournament gave this team a backbone. They tasted a bit of everything around the world. And it gave the team resilience. When we went up against Fluminense, the fight that team gave, to see my team in the semifinal have that fight, João Pedro do what he did, how fluid my team look, but how they fought for everything. Everyone's running, everyone's doing a role, no one is slacking, no one's pulling a Kylian Mbappe. It just made me proud, dude. It just made me so proud. And every time I saw this team, I was convinced, yo, we're gonna win. We're actually gonna win. Like even defensively, guys, the turnaround for that defense. Remember, I was concerned, guys, about that defense in the beginning of the season. That was one of the main reasons I said, hey, I don't think we challenge for the league because we're so open in the defensive side of things. I don't think we challenge for the league because we can see too many goals. We make too many silly mistakes. It's a shame Fofana's not involved in this because he would have been such a great addition to that defense. But this guy had to go and injure himself because he thinks he knows better than the medical staff, right? But I've seen this team build resilience and a backbone and the never give up mentality. You can feel it from watching them play. And I really hope that when they come back to the bridge and the Stamford Bridge contingency see them play, they get that vibe too. Like they get that feeling that these guys are fucking champions. Champions. Because I felt it. I felt it. I've witnessed it myself. And I'm absolutely blessed to have witnessed it. I just wish I was able to see them lift the trophy. Because, you know, I couldn't. I was committed to other things. But yeah, it was amazing, guys. It was an amazing journey to see them work their way through group stages, meet the people I met, be in the trenches with them too, with this heat. The heat was insane. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. The temperatures in the U.S. have been a little gnarly, to say the least. So, you know, to be in the trenches with them in that sense of like, bro, I'm sitting in this crowd and I'm just melting from the humidity and just a disgusting heat. I'm just so proud of this team. And I think that's the overall message I got to say with this, right? I'm just super proud of this team and what we've been able to accomplish. And you know what's crazy, guys? We've not even finished building this team yet. We still have signings coming in like Gittins and Esteban that we haven't seen in this team. Maybe we go back for a goalkeeper. Maybe we go back for a center back, a left back, because the Jarell Hato links have reignited, it looks like. And hopefully that gets done soon, right? Jackson might go, which if he goes, he goes. If he stays, he stays. I'm not too concerned about it. I am respecting the fact that he's willing to fight for his place, which is good. Don't give up, right? But like I said, I'm not going to call it a gimmick, but this whole Club World Cup Champions thing after today, I'm going to chill out on it. Obviously, I'm not going to get disrespected either. Like, you know, I gotta tell the people, demand them, hey, respect the Club World Cup Champions, right? But new goals have to now be set in place. New expectations have now been put in place as well. Ladies and gents, this team in their first season under Enzo Maresca phase 1, by the way, ladies and gents, don't let them tell you fucking differently. Enzo Maresca phase 1 has won 2 trophies, international trophies as well. And the football that we're playing right now, ladies and gents, it will be very sustainable in the Premier League. I promise you that. It's not run and gun football, constant attack. We're not gassing ourselves out. We're very malleable depending on what team we play. You just saw it against PSG. I'm going to say this. And before I do, guys, smash up the like buttons, all right? Let's get up to 30 likes if we can. There's 55 of you guys in here. Let's try to get those likes up, please. Helps out the YouTube algorithm. If you forgot to hit it, it's not too late. Go ahead and hit that like button. It's pretty easy to do and helps me out tremendously. So if you're away from your phone right now, I suggest next time you come back to answer your girl, I would say prioritize smashing that like button first because we're more important here. I'm just fucking around. You should probably answer your girl because you might not, might be sleeping on the sofa and we don't need that. Anyways, in terms of expectations, this team has set the bar. I'll say this. We've won 2 trophies. This team has now tasted what it is to be victorious at the highest level. Champions League. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I genuinely, and maybe I'm still on that Club World Cup high, right? I genuinely believe that this team can make it to the final of Champions League. Yep. I believe it. I believe it.
Let's have it right.
I do believe that this team can make it to the final of the Champions League. I think we have what it takes to even win it, to be honest. But I'm not going to flat out come out and say we're going to be the favorites in the Champions League. Let's see how the transfer window ends up. Let's see how Liverpool sets up. But I do believe that we are in a good position to go far in that Champions League. In terms of what I'm expecting for Champions League this season, I'm expecting for us to at least get to the quarterfinal. Anything less than a quarterfinal finish for the Champions League, in my opinion, is a bit of a regression. I'm not going to be Maresca out, obviously, unless it's like a disaster, like, you know, we get knocked out in group stages, we get grouped in everything, and then we finish in like 8th place type shit, right? And there's no injuries, like a complete regression of what's going on. But Maresca has proven to me, much like how Tuchel did, but Tuchel proved it in a much higher level, because I'm still going to rate Champions League higher than Club World Cup, even though that might change in the future. He's bought himself time. A lot of time. He's bought himself next season easily. But in terms of Champions League, I really do believe we get to at least the quarterfinals. At least. That's the bare minimum for me. Anything less than that, I feel like it's a regression, and we have to go back to the drawing board and figure this out. Maresca needs to win one of the domestic cups. We need to. We must. It has been far too long since we've won a domestic cup. I can't remember the last domestic cup we won. Chat, please let me know. I'll read it in a bit after I'm done with my monologue. But the last time we won a domestic cup, I believe, was probably under Conte in 2017. So it's been a very, very, very long time. We need to get back to that level. 2015, FA Cup 2018. Yeah. We need to get back to dominating in England as well, right? We need to win one of those domestic cups. Now, there's context, obviously. If we end up winning the Champions League and not the domestic cups, I'll take that as well. That's acceptable to me, 100%. But we need to be competing in those, either Carabao or FA Cup or both. We need to see this team go to a final in both of them. Like I can't wrap my head around how important it is to remember that those are good trophies to win. We must win the trophies in any competition that we're involved in. That's the way I see it. I don't care. I'm not gonna tell myself to get eliminated for fucking player welfare. No, these players get paid a lot of money. There's enough players to rotate. They will be fine. I'm not gonna sacrifice trophies for the sake of sacrificing trophies. We must win the competitions that we're involved in. So I'm thinking we have to win a domestic cup. And then the last thing, the league, right? This is what I'll say about the league. I'm not expecting us to win the league. I think we can. I do think we can win the league. People are going to say, oh, but the goalkeeper. Listen, we've seen teams win the league with not so great keepers. Striker. I saw Man City win the league without a striker. The goalkeeper thing is big, right? Has Sanchez turned it around? Have we finally unlocked Sanchez's passing abilities? And will his mistakes minimalize now as a result of having a more solid defense? Time will tell. Because it won't be long until Sanchez makes a mistake, just like any keeper. Any keeper will make a mistake eventually. And then everyone will turn on him again. I'll say this. Even with Sanchez, I feel like we can. We can win the league. I think Sanchez is a good enough shot stopper that he can save us points. And he hasn't made mistakes in a while. And maybe there's signs that we're putting those days behind us now. Especially because now the fan base are more united than ever. I don't think we're going to hear people booing Sanchez like they used to. Time will tell. I do still believe we need to get another goalkeeper, because I think if we had a clear-cut goalkeeper, then I'm saying we're probably going to win the league. I'm changing my tune, you know? But I do believe this team can. I just don't think they will. I think this season we're going to challenge. And I can see us challenging up until maybe until April. And then maybe there might be a fall off because of competitions, because of injuries. I'm sure that's going to happen. Or I could be wrong. We could sustain it over the course of the season, depending on how the other players develop and rotation happens, right? I don't know, but we were close to challenging this season, and people had us in those conversations, and then it all fell in December. After December is when I'll really be able to tell, right? But I think this team has what it takes to really challenge for the league this season. Who will win the league? I don't know. And that also is going to vary depending on what the other teams do, right? If, for example, Liverpool get Isak or Ikatike, that'll definitely bolster them and make them clear favorites if they aren't already clear favorites to win the league. And that's another thing, too. I want to see what this team can do against Liverpool. I really do. I think we can go toe-to-toe to them. Will we beat them? Time will tell. We'll see. I back my team to beat them. But Arne Slot's no joke either. He's a great tactical manager as well. And he locked us down last season when we played them in the first half of the season. Second half of the season, listen, take it with a pinch of salt. That team was hungover. They checked out pretty much once they were mathematically secured. But I do believe at our best, we can challenge. We can challenge. You can challenge for sure. I won't even be surprised if we're in first place for a little bit, you know? I think we're going to hit the ground running. And we're going to surprise a lot of people who decided they didn't want to watch the Club World Cup, right? Arsenal fans. Oh, wait, hold up. I got this. No.
We'll be there. Do you care though? Who will be there?
The beginning of the season, bro.
Yeah.
We're going to be there. We're going to be there. So, City also depends for me. Because defensively, they've not improved. I don't think Rodri is ready, guys. And their defensive line is getting old. I think this is a shout. I think Kuzanov might actually become their best center back this season, if he even plays center back. Just because of the sheer athleticism he has and pace. Because if you guys watched Club World Cup and if you watched the Al Hilal game, they got ripped apart. They were absolutely ripped apart. And they weren't the only teams that did that to them. Al-Wahli, I think that was the team. I forget the name of it. Al-Wydad. Al-Wydad had opportunities against them, but they didn't have the quality to finish their chances. Al-Hilal did, though. And I'm convinced that this City team hasn't really improved much in that defensive aspect of the game more than they have their attack. They definitely improved their attack. Like Ryan Cherokee is a clear, fantastic player. He's going to be the difference maker for them in many games. Promise you that. I think Rodri is not 100% yet, and it will take time for him to get 100%. I think Tijani Reinders is going to be a very good addition to them and could be a big factor for them in the defensive aspect of the game, even though he's going to be more of an attacking output player. But in the midfield, he's going to do a lot of work for them. And Knight Nori is just going to help him defend, but it's going to expose him in the attack or help him attack, I should say. It was going to expose him in defense. I'm telling you that for free. So I just don't know what to expect with them. Arsenal, I'm not worried about Arsenal, people. I'm not worried about Arsenal at all. I'm not worried about Arsenal at all. If anything, I think this season Chelsea will get Arteta sacked.
It's time to go!
Arsenal don't scare me. Arsenal do not scare me. Arsenal beat us 1-0 in our worst period. To be fair, it was their worst period as well, but we were specifically worse. And then what happened at the beginning of the season? Did they beat us in the beginning of the season? No, we drew with them. Yeah, we drew with them. We have a much better team than what we had then. I think Nordgaard isn't much of an improvement on what Partey provided for them. I think Zubamendi's great. You know, I just don't think... Is he that much better than Jorginho? Time will tell with that. Declan Rice is still in that midfield. I just don't feel like they've bolstered as much as they think they did. Gabby Jesus, we'll see what happens with Gabby Jesus. Not Jesus, I'm sorry, Magalhaes. I still don't rate the guy. I think he's a bozo. We'll see what happens with him this season. Even Saliba got found out towards the end there. They've regressed, and I don't think their signings have been that great. I also told you guys I don't rate Gyökeres. I don't think Gyökeres is going to kick off like people think he is. I really think he's going to flop. Really do. And by flop, I mean he's going to get less than 15 goals. I'm saying it right now. Shut it down. He's going to get less than 15 goals. I just don't rate Gyökeres. Don't rate Gyökeres. Don't rate any fucking attacker from that league. We'll see. We'll see. I don't know if it's even a here we go yet. It's still negotiating like the final price and shit. They're not getting Rodrigo. They got Nani Madueke, which it helps them. I just don't think he's a difference maker either. So I'm not worried about that team either. I think Spurs are going to be more of a challenge than Arsenal. I said it now. Spurs are going to be more of a challenge than Arsenal this season. Mark my words. Spurs are going to be more of a challenge than Arsenal this season. And like I said before, and I'm saying it again, we're going to win the league before Arsenal even get to. Yeah. Yeah. Arsenal, you can hold that. Newcastle, time will tell. I'm not worried about Newcastle either. They don't scare me. Especially how we played them when we were down to 10 men last season. Jackson cost us that game, let's be honest. Aston Villa, don't worry me either. I think we'll clap Aston Villa. I think we're going to clap most of the teams that we go up against. I'll just be real with you guys. I really do. So I'm not worried about it. When it comes to the league, I'm expecting a second place finish. And I expect a gap between us and the rest of the league. Like, we need to be in a title race. 5-point difference minimum between us and first place, or first place and second, whatever. I do think it's going to be a big title race this season. And I expect to be in that title race for most of the season. Time will tell. We'll see what happens with injuries and stuff. Hopefully recruitment and the directors get their shit together and we get a left back for Cucurella, a backup. Maybe we get that goalkeeper in. Maybe another center back. Who knows? Maybe another attacker. But I really do believe in this team, guys. I'm convinced that this team is going to go far, and I think we finally might have the team that will give us victories, much like Man City's team was for the last 4 years, 6, longer than that, I'm pretty sure. Time will tell. I think that idea that I just said right there will be solidified at the end of the season. If we come out of this next season with like 2 trophies, like Champions League in there, maybe, I don't know. Like I do think we're heading in a big direction of like dominance, Alex Ferguson type of dominance. We'll see. It depends on how this team is shaped, how it grows, and how Maresca takes us going forward. It could become that. And I hope it does. I really hope it does. So, all right, let me catch up with chat, guys. Sorry, I'm a little under the weather, but that's just my predictions for what I'm saying for next season. The future's looking bright, guys, and we need to capitalize. Not on fucking big signings. So this whole PYS bullshit. I hate how Twitter's become everything about PYS. Like. The guy kind of fucking asked for it, to be honest. You can't, you know people will get pissed off when you say your opinions on an aggregation fucking thing, and it is what it is. Like, that guy literally needs to touch grass, literally. Like, you could tell, if you know, you know. If you know game, you know game. Like, and you see someone, you can be like, you can tell, like, bro, you don't go out enough. You don't take care of yourself. You definitely eat Sour Patch Kids all the time and soda. Like, bro. When you treat yourself like shit like that, you're gonna feel like shit, and you're gonna fucking mentally you're gonna be shit as well. So it's just like one of those, like, bro, you could just hold that, bro. You could just hold that. I don't feel bad for that kid. But regardless, like the whole beating PSG caused irreversible damage. Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. And I know what he meant too, but the thing is, that guy is doing things on purpose to rile up the fan base. And then when you rile up the fans, when you poke a bear, you want people to feel sorry for you. Like, come on, bro. You knew exactly what the fuck you were doing. You're trying to get paid with interactions and all that bullshit. Listen, I do believe we need to make signings, good signings, but they need to fit the team. If Osimhen doesn't fit the mold, if Osimhen doesn't fit the team, then don't do it. If Rodrigo doesn't fit the mold, if he doesn't fit the team, then don't do it. Morgan Rogers, I like that signing. I think that's a great signing. If we get it through the window, then beautiful, because he fits our mold. I don't know if these other players do, and if I'm willing to sacrifice the structure that we have just to get these big name players. Like, I'm so tired of this big name fucking agenda shit that people have. Like, bro, this isn't FIFA. We're building a team, not a fucking Galactico squad. The Galactico shit doesn't work. Look at Real Madrid, bro. They got clapped. And don't sit here and tell me, oh, PSG's filled with Galacticos. They're not filled with Galacticos. Prior to this season, you would never have said anyone in that team, barring maybe Dembele, is a Galactico. And even Dembele in that team, people had their doubts about him with his fitness. None of you were going to say Due is a Galactico. None of you were going to say, maybe Kvaratskhelia. None of you were going to say Vitinha's a Galactico. Fabian Ruiz is a Galactico. Fabian Ruiz was just another player in that Spanish Euros that no one rated. But he was in that team that won the Euros. Just like no one rates fucking Cucurella, but he was in that team that won the Euros too. No one thinks he's a Galactico. Again, that team wasn't filled with Galacticos, and look what Luis Enrique was able to do. Like, just a lot of people got to get this notion through their head that, like, just because you have Galacticos doesn't mean you're going to win. Football's evolved. Football has become so much more sophisticated and has become more about tactics and chess matches than it has ever before. It's in Europe especially. In South America, you still got that traditional aggressive, just get to the ball, score goals type shit, attack kind of stuff. But in Europe, it's literally watching two blocks go against each other. Mind you, which is why I rated Copa America so much more than the Euros, because the Euros was a snooze fest because of that. But yeah, guys, it's different time. People don't want to accept. It is what it is. I'll never tell anyone that, you know, they deserve abuse, but at the same time, I'm not going to tell you, like, dude, I'm not going to feel sorry for you when you're saying shit like that and surprised when you get the reaction you get. Fuck around and find out, right, guys? All right, let's read chat. Enough of fucking pies. He's taking over my stream even. We are world champs for 4 years. Don't forget that, of course, bro. Oh, I left off here. Is still Maresca out apparently. I don't think he's asking Maresca out. It's all a troll. which I told him he should stop trolling so much. Indeed, I keep promises. Big up, Yondu. Breaking news, Chelsea have sold Garnacho on the future market for Arsenal for 70 million. Contract to mature in 2026. Arsenal, okay. A fidget spinner that transforms. Is there any trophy like that? Not really, dude. That has a key even. I think it's cool. Sanchez again, ole ole. Promise you sing. I did not promise to sing that. Also Gusto again, ole ole. You must now. I've never promised any of these things. I'll be there to get dessert. Yeah. We'll try to do a receipt stream next week. We'll try. We'll see how I feel. Next week. Okay, yeah. We'll try, guys. You need to bring the clip because I don't know what the hell you're talking about. That casually choir. DOF João Pedro is a masterclass. Yeah, we'll see. Guys, I'm also not completely sold on João Pedro. Like, it's great that he scored. Like, he's looked fantastic so far, but calma. It's only been like 3 games. So let's calm down a bit too. Like, he's off to a hot start. Let's see how it plays on the season. I give players 2 seasons. The first season and the second season is when I really decide. But let's see. I like what the player's done. I like that. Because I saw him play at Brighton a little bit, and he was never that convincing to me. Let's see what he does in this team. He looks good, but I'm also not gonna say like he's the signing of the season so far. Let's wait. You know, let's see what happens. Smash a like for Chelsea hour and 30, maybe in 30. We'll see. I don't think so because I'm a little under the weather. We didn't get them. Yeah, Magnan's disappointing. Subscribe, guys. Subscribe, and smash the likes. I can't believe you fucking have to read Nacho here. If TK is 80, how much is João Pedro? Well, João Pedro is 60 still. That's what we bought him for, right? So, I think at the end of the season, his price might change, but let's see. I don't think TK is even worth 80, to be honest. Big up, EE. Big up. João Pedro gained 1.2 million followers since he joined Chelsea. God damn. Hey, fucking yo, bro.
Hey, yo.
What do you mean by that?
Bruh. I'm coming on your ass, man. I'm coming for that ass. What? Pause.
Yeah, he's 23. C, what's up? Fucking, what's wrong with you guys? What the fuck?
What's wrong with this guy, man?
Nani out of my club. Oh yeah, thank you, Win Stewart. All right, yeah. Everyone knows how much I was Maresca out. I'm not saying he has my trust yet, but he has 100% earned the right to more time. By more time, DHL, do you mean like till the end of the season you're giving him before you reevaluate? Because I think he deserves until the end of the season. And I think he's earned 100% of my trust. He's fixed up on everything I criticized him for. Like he even took that whole thing that I said, like, now look at the best of what you've gotten from the attack in the early beginning of the season and the best of what you've gotten from defense and combine them and balance it out. And we've had a much more balanced team as a result. Let's see how he performs when he's missing, you know, key players as well. Issa's signing of the season, he might. Issa was the biggest signing for us. Yo, for real. Yeah, he might have been. We must win a domestic cup. Only English team to do a double this season. I hope so. And we are the only English team to really do a double. Club World Cup and a Conference League. Big up. Semis at the very least. Yeah, if you want to do semis at the very least. I definitely want to get further than Arsenal. I'll say that. Give me both. Carabao Cup. Yeah. 2018. That's the last time. Yeah, it's unacceptable. We definitely need more trophies. I want to have more trophies than fucking Arsenal. Marshall, remember when some people were trying to claim that I'm only around when we lose, which is bullshit? Yeah. No, DHL, you've been around. You've been around, bro. You've been here to take the L's, and you've been here to dish it out, too. We need more to win it. Yeah, maybe, TKL, maybe. I haven't been a supporter of Maresca, but I am a reasonable person. He has definitely earned the right to have time, but I am watching closely how we start off the next season. I think we'll start off really strong. Yes, another one holding his hand. Am I the only one not holding his hands up? Maybe. Big up, world champ. Jazz with the respect. Coming into chat. Big up, Jazz. TK is a Spicy Jackson, not that guy. Spicy Jackson's crazy. Oh, can you pull up the Asna fan touring the bridge? Oh, I'll pull that up as I'm reading chat. Hold up. Here, I'll pull it up because they've literally managed to make themselves more laughable than before. Hey, check this out, guys. Look what I found. Oh, this is great. I love this. I love this. I love this. I love this. Check it out. Check it out. Moises Caicedo on a fire truck. He's parading, man. He deserves it. I kind of wish Chelsea had a parade for this one because this is a big tournament. Like, if you didn't watch it, you didn't watch it, and you wouldn't understand. But you can't comprehend how big of a win this was for Chelsea. Looking at trophies, his shit club has never won. Yeah, let me see if I can find that Arsenal fan. There's some great memes that have come out on Arsenal since. Oh, this is great. Where is this thing? Of course, when I'm looking for it, I'm not going to be able to find it. Arsenal fans? There it is. Oh, it's not the video. Show me the video, you fucking asshole. God damn it. Did I find it? I really can't find it. This is ridiculous. No, no. Absurd. Absolutely absurd. Unacceptable. Can't find it. If someone in chat has it, let me know. Put it in chat, please. Helps me. Oh, no, I found it. I found it. I found it. I found it. There you go, guys. I'll read chat as I'm playing this in the background. Look at that. That's what Arsenal. They'll see things. They will see things they've never seen. Muting that. The key to beating Liverpool and City is just being more clinical in front of goal. Our midfield can match up to with either club. I agree. And that is very true, to be honest. I think we can be more clinical this time around. Max Marshall, this time when we hit second place in December, we stay there. I agree. That's the thing. That's the key. That'll give me like a big indicator how we end December. Where we are in December, at the end of December, will tell me where we're going to end the end of the season. December is the big slump always. Arsenal fans are the worst. They really are. City are cheeks defensively. They really are as well. Big up, Nyack. Big up, big up. Rodri does have a whole preseason to get ready, though. I think he will be ready by the time the league starts. I don't think so. I think it's going to take... I don't think we'll see the best of Rodri until after the winter period. I really do believe that. The injury he sustained, it's going to take him a while to recover from it. Liverpool are favorites. City needs time to improve. Arsenal will never win a trophy. Even with Mbappe, we are growing as a team. Yes, we are. Big up. Smash the like, people. They signed Wank like Nani. Yep. Arteta in. How many agents do we have at Arsenal now? I think only one, really. I'll play it one more time because we cherish this. Oh, two. I agree. Havertz and Nani link up will be hilarious. I'm sure it will. Beautiful. We just sold Garnacho to Arsenal for 70 million on future contracts maturing. I don't know. Do you think Gabriel is bozo in 2025? He'd comfortably be our best center back. Nah. I'm not convinced over one good season he's had. Not convinced. If he does it again this season, I'll hold it. But I'm not convinced that Gabriel Magalhaes is a good center back. I think he had one good season, which is this season. But I think the bozo is still there. I was saying the same thing, Marshall. Now you're doing too much. I am? I don't know. You are doing too much. Gabriel Magalhaes, is that really what... Was that really what... Was that what crossed the line to you guys? Or is this something else? What? Guys, are we forgetting Gabriel Magalhaes was a bozo for 3 seasons in a row? And all of a sudden, you're convinced over one season he's had one good season. I'm not having this, bro. I don't have the energy. The only thing we have to worry about now is we are world champs, which means we are a scalp. I'm not really sure what you mean by that. We must try and win the league next season, though. Okay. Yeah, I mean, we're going to try. I believe we should try. I need a third Champions League. Yeah. Let's crack 80 points before all of that. Oh, so this is probably in regards to winning the league. I think the football we're playing is really sustainable. And I think we'll see. I'm not scared of these other teams. The only team I want to see and that I do really like am kind of scared of is Liverpool. I really think Liverpool is going to be a really tough team to crack this season. And that's because Arne Slot is a fantastic manager, dude. I need my domestic cups. Holy shit. Yep. Teams will come at us due to the batch. We either grow or feel the pressure. Crime scene POIS is the funniest thing ever. Yep. It's okay. Let me become the new aggregator. No bullshit. The thing about PYS too is he has his own he has like 4 or 5 different accounts. I don't know how many accounts he has. It's unhealthy how much he's on Twitter. And he doesn't put his opinions on those, even though he literally, like, I've seen him put opinion pieces on those, and it's like, oh, it's actually pretty good. Like, I actually like what you're writing here. He just refuses to do it, and it's because clout and engagement. It's so obvious. He loves the attention. Everyone like and subscribe to the channel. Thank you, Optimus. I appreciate it. He is wank. Bring me Morgan Rogers. Morgan Rogers takes every box. Yep. I would love Morgan Rogers. There's a new brand of fan on the internet who hate their clubs and want constant transfers in and out as their main entertainment. Yeah. And that's why, like, I think PYS is the biggest culprit for that. Think about it, guys. Like, Twitter is like a big, like, Twitter and social media in general is like a big dopamine provider for a lot of people. So this guy who habitually just chronically lives on Twitter is always going to be looking for that, and that's how his brain is just wired. So he just wants dopamine signings. Like, he is literally the definition of like a fan that is just chasing dopamine, literally. And this is one of the biggest accounts in Chelsea that literally changes. Like, the stupid tweet that he made has people talking about it still 48 hours later. That's how much of an influence he has. So, like, with great influence comes great responsibility. He can hold that. That's what I'm saying, bro. Like, I don't feel sorry. I don't feel sorry. Oh God, I can't stand Poch. Okay. Chelsea 3-0 up against PSG. Who cares? We need another attacking option. I'm not gonna say no. We have Esteval. Let's see how Esteval plays in the league. Gittins as well. I want to see how he does how he fares with the team. Jojo, big up, brother. I don't know PYS, never hung out with him, but I can tell he is a definition of, bro, you scaring the hoes away. This guy loves anxiety attacks. Bro, that's what I'm saying. Like, you look at someone, and based on how... I'm not saying judge someone by their looks, but once you're old enough, you can start to tell a lot about someone based on how they look, how they present themselves, how they take care of themselves. If you're seeing someone who has fucked up teeth, is overweight, pasty white, you're probably going to think, bro, what's wrong with you? Why don't you take care of yourself? Because if you're not taking care of your physical appearance to an extent, right? Or how you look, what's to tell me you take care of your mental? That's like the biggest thing. Like, it's just, you can tell. Guy probably drinks Mountain Dew like every day. Doesn't know what soda is. He's probably like Asmongold. You know what I'm saying? If you know, you know. Marshall, which would you choose? Demolish the bridge and rebuild, or move to Earl's Court? I heard about this today. Bro, just move to Earl's Court. Just move to Earl's Court. It's just move to Earl's Court. Can we just please just... I hope this season is going to be pivotal, right? I really hope that if we do win this season and we do well this season, the supporter trust can finally turn around and maybe we gain more of their trust. Also, listen, I know it's not the supporters, right? I know it's also Blue Co not presenting any plans or ideas yet, which they have to step up on that, but maybe there's an idea behind it. We'll see. But Earl's Court has to be it. Like, guys, we just played that final in an 80,000 plus stadium. That's how many Chelsea fans are here in the States. Imagine all the ones that go to London, that go and visit the team, and the ones that you have in the UK. In Europe, we need much more than 60,000. 60,000 is not enough. I think we need to start off strong. I would give him until the end of the season, assuming he doesn't have a complete collapse and we end up finishing around. Yeah, I think that's fair. I think that's totally fair. I think there's time for a parade, preseason, and proper break. I don't think there's time. Yeah, you're right, man. I just wish we had a parade. It would have been great. Not only even before collecting a medal is very Arsenal. Yeah, it was. It was your title challenge prediction. Oh, okay. Yeah, no, guys. I mean, this is what I believe. This is what I believe. The football we're playing is very sustainable, and I do think that we can challenge. I think we have more of a chance to challenge for the league than Arsenal do. I genuinely believe that. Let's see how we do against Liverpool. That's the biggest test. But if we were able to challenge for the league last season with the team we had then and no striker, I have no reason to believe that this season we can't do the same thing and maybe sustain it. Where you been? I've been here, man. I've just been busy. Just busy. It's fucking horrible. We'll have another stream on Sunday, by the way, guys. I'm hoping Casually Chelsea show will be back by then. Banana, one good season. Arsenal have challenged for 3 seasons in a row. He hasn't been a bozo for 2 of those 3 seasons. Okay, fair enough. I'll give you that. He's had 2 good seasons, maybe. I feel like Saliba was more of the outlier in that first season where they challenged. Second season, I'll maybe give it to Gabriel Magalhaes. I don't know. I don't know how I feel about that. I'm not convinced Gabriel Magalhaes is a good center back yet. Maybe this season. I'll keep a close eye on him because I'll admit he had a good season this past season. But I'm not convinced he's good. Let's see what happens this season. It was when you said Spurs will do better than Arsenal. That's why everyone said you do. No, I believe it. I genuinely think Thomas Frank and Spurs are going to do better than Arsenal this season. Guys, I'm just going to say it. All right. Who has more European heritage? I'll wait. Who's won a trophy recently? I'll wait. Who has a better manager? I'll wait. All right, I don't know about that, but I think Thomas Frank is a pretty solid manager. I think he's the right manager to take Spurs to wherever they need to be, which isn't succeeding, but is more sustainable, I guess. I don't fucking know. I don't think Spurs are gonna do shit. I do think they're going to do better than Arsenal, though. I really do. I strongly believe that. I strongly believe that. We'll see. We'll see. That's going to be my hot take. That's going to be my hot take this season, guys. I do think Spurs are going to do better than Arsenal this season. Sorry, Arsenal could just hold that. Fuck Arsenal, man. I don't give a fuck about Arsenal. Fuck them. All right. City is only one for me. They have our number. I don't know, man. I don't know. City against Al Hilal, bro. Just the way. Listen, last season when we got clapped by City in that second half, right? If we had proper finishers and proper striker, we would have won that game, dude. We would have won that game. But yeah, we tactically did not set up well for that one. Maresca definitely made a mistake on that. And we did not have the finishers we have now. I do think Delap and João Pedro are a much bigger improvement than what we had in the front in the striker area. So I do think we can definitely challenge City. Shirky, keep an eye on that guy though. Shirky is going to be a problem. I'm telling you guys right now. I'm not worried about Erling Haaland. I'm not worried about fucking Reinders. I'm not worried about Ait Nori. I'm worried about Ryan Shirky. That guy is a phenomenal player. And trust, when you watch him, he's going to be sensational to watch. Trust me, that guy is going to carry City this season. I promise you that. Ryan Cherky is going to carry City this season. He's going to be the difference maker. Even when they're in bad form, Cherky's going to carry them. I promise you that, guys. I promise you that. But defensively, they need to fix up. So we'll see at the end of the window. Would you take 60 million for Jackson? Fuck yeah. Are you serious? Of course. Hand it over. I would have taken 50 million for Jackson. 60? You're telling me I'm going to nearly double the amount I got from him? Fuck yeah. Bring it home. Bring home the cheddar. Jackson has 34 GNA non-pens over the last 2 seasons. Should we be selling the amount? Should we be selling that amount of goal contributions if we want to challenge? I'm not pressed to sell him. That's the thing. People are really upset about his behavior recently, and I kind of put that to the side. Like, I know he has aggression issues and shit. Cost us Flamengo, cost us Newcastle. Was a hamper on us. There is a good player there. He needs to improve on the finishing. He does have goals in his locker. He does have assists in his locker. We can make use of him. But if we get 60 mil, bro, we can make more use of the 60 mil. I'll tell you that. Like, I'd rather Rodgers. If that 60 mil goes towards a Morgan Rodgers, adios. Adios, Nicholas Jackson. It was nice knowing you, bro, but you can Michael Jackson your way out.
The referee as we speak, I'm not entirely sure what about. What is, without question, is our positive.
But yeah, I'll easily sell Michael Jackson. I'd take 50 plus mil for Jackson. Yeah, 100%. What time on Sunday? I'll be home at 7 p.m. Eastern. I'll probably be streaming at 5 p.m. Eastern, 10 UK time. So pros will go from 17th to above Arsenal, third minimum. Fair play. You know, when you put it that way, Banana, it does. I understand why you guys think I'm fucking doing too much. You know what? When you put it that way, I understand. But Ange Postecoglou is also a criminal. Let's just be honest. Sorry, Jacob, but
weenie whiners, bro.
He was doing too much. He sacrificed the leave just for that Europa.
Hands in his pockets. Fuck you.
So yeah, I think Ange was defensively an absolute liability for them. Thomas Frank will be more sustainable football, I promise. Yeah, Jackson trolled a lot in those games. Yeah, he did. We would have won the FA Cup 2 years ago if this guy was serious. He is serious. He's just not there yet. Can Cherky defend? Oh, no, he can't. Actually, Cherky in his team, he was actually coming back to press and defend. So to be fair, yes, Cherky is adding that to his game. Like, from what I saw in the tournament, he's willing to track back and shit. So yeah, we'll see. Keep an eye on Cherky, guys. That's a player that I'm really looking forward to seeing. In my opinion, he might even be signing of the season. I'm just saying it right now. Early predictions. Next season, we need to solve our domestic cup juju. We haven't won a domestic cup final in like 6 attempts. Yeah, I agree with you. I said that earlier. I bet Cherky ends up like Savio, who everyone was gassing early days. No, not Cherky. Cherky he's a different animal. He's a different tier. Smash the like button, it helps, guys. And last but not least, Axe here. Most attacking players Pep sign other than striker position take seasons to translate fully. We'll see with Cherky. Because you're not wrong. My fear with Ryan Cherky and Pep is that Pep is gonna lock him into a system and style of play and not let him be the maverick he should be. But based on what I saw in the Club World Cup, it seems like Pep does like him and is starting him and is playing him. So we will tell what will happen with that. So just a player to keep an eye on, guys. I really do think that there is a good player there. 100%. I mean, there's a world-class player in there. And we'll definitely see him. We'll definitely see him. Listen, guys. Time will tell, Logic. Time will tell, but I'm telling you right now, Ryan Cherky, that player is a player to look out for. He is going to be the difference maker, and he will carry this Man City team. Signing of the season. I'm telling you right now. And we have great signings this season, don't get me wrong. And I'm gassed about our team. But that player right there, I am so jealous that we don't have him. Like, he is that player that I wish we signed. And I don't really say that about a lot of players that we don't sign. But yeah, Ryan Cherky is one I definitely miss. Yeah, keep the receipt, man. And listen, if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. And if I'm wrong, me and Balotelli will be here to stand on business. But I really don't believe I'm going to be wrong on this one. Ryan Cherky is absolute class. Yeah, absolute class player. So, yeah, just keep an eye on that guy. He's going to be fantastic for Man City this season. He's actually going to be part of the reason I watch Man City more this season, because I actually want to watch that player play. But all right, guys, big up. That's the end of the Chelsea hour and 15 minutes. Coco, you almost got your wish. We'll be back on Sunday because... Oh, wait, I'll end it on this one. What's your view on Wirtz? I need to see him play. I don't think he's going to be as good as people say he's going to be in the season. I think he's going to be good. I just don't think he's going to be, like, class. Like, we're not going to see the over 100 million pound player this season. I think we're going to see it more next season. I do always do streams at 5. Just recently, I haven't been doing streams at 5 because of just my schedule being hectic. But usually my streams are at 5, yes. You can check all the streams. They're usually around 5 o'clock. But yeah, that's definitely going to be a player that we'll see. I think it's going to take time for him to adapt because he's coming from Bundesliga. Remember that, guys. And there's such a different system of playing under Xabi Alonso. So that will take time. All right, guys, we're going to close it out. Big up on... Yes. I'm 100% yes. I've seen a little bit of Wirtz. I'm just... He's not like Cherky. Logic, you just got to watch. This is the best way I can explain it. Once you see it, you'll probably start to see what I'm talking about. But all right, guys. Big up to every single one of you. We're ending it, I promise. No more comments. Smash up the like button if you haven't done so already. Subscribe to the channel if you're new here. We're going to rate out to Mr. Ahmed Abdi, Mr. Maresca out himself, which, here you go.
Don't forget, chat. Maresca out, man. There we go.
But yeah, copy and paste the raid message. Let them know where you're coming from. We'll be back again on Sunday to talk about Chelsea news, Jackson, and all the shit happening around Chelsea. News has been a little slow, obviously, because we just won the Club World Cup. But we'll have something for you guys to discuss on Sunday. And yeah, hopefully next week I'll have a receipt streams for you guys. So we'll take it from there. But big up to every single one of you. Club World Cup champs. We'll see things they'll never see. Campeones ole ole. Champions of the world. They'll never sing that. All right. Have a good night, guys. Hopefully I feel better next time. And we'll catch you next time. Big up to every single one of you. Stay casual. Peace.